We've got a serious situation not only across the plains as we head into Monday night and Tuesday morning, but across the Ohio Valley moving into Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night. Places that haven't seen severe weather in a couple of days likely will. And look, this is just the start. We've got another day of severe weather that encompasses a completely different area. Some of the same areas will get hit 2 days in a row. We've got a lot to talk about. All right, let's start with what's going on Monday night into early Tuesday morning. The severe thunderstorms, the tornadoes going across Kansas, Oklahoma, that will start to shift to the east as we move into the overnight hours, into the early morning hours of Tuesday. Here's the problem. We have so much wind shear in the atmosphere. We've got a lot of dew points that are high, a lot of instability, so these storms will continue to roll through the overnight hours. They'll start to bow out too, so the damaging wind threat will continue into eastern Oklahoma, Arkansas, over into Missouri, also tornado threat too overnight. And then as we move into early Tuesday morning, these will start to weaken some, but I think you got to watch these storms across Illinois through the early morning hours. Some of those could be on the strong to severe side. Of course, the big story through the overnight will be across Oklahoma, Kansas. That threat will push off to the east. So now again, we're looking at Arkansas and Missouri. That's why you're seeing this higher threat here for those storms that will translate east overnight. It's going to be a night you want to have that weather radio ready, at least have a way to get warnings. And of course, look at this, a huge tornado threat, an outbreak, if you will, across Kansas and Oklahoma. It's not a zero threat over into Missouri, Iowa, even Arkansas. We'd be talking about this if we were just looking at the green here into Illinois, Missouri, and eastern Missouri, and also close to Little Rock. So that tornado threat will continue through the early morning hours of Tuesday. Now let's look at Tuesday. This would be heading into the afternoon. New data coming in from the Storm Prediction Center. They're looking at this area right here from Columbus almost up to Toledo, back into eastern parts of Indiana, and a widespread area of a slight risk of severe thunderstorms. This is the tornado risk. Interesting to see they've hashed this area out now for the potential for some rotating storms and some very large hail. This is an even larger area. This goes all the way back to Illinois, right along the Ohio River into northern Kentucky, Louisville, over to Cincinnati, Huntington, West Virginia, north up to close to Point Pleasant, and then back across Columbus, up to the lake, and right along the southern Michigan border. So I think we will see some hail, some rotation with these storms. They will have a lot of updraft. And here's the culprit for Tuesday's severe weather. This jet streak that's going to be now moving through the plain states into the Ohio Valley. The front right quadrant is where you got to watch for those severe storms. And look, guys, this is a textbook setup for some severe weather in the upper levels and at the surface too, with dew points starting off, I would say, relatively low on Tuesday morning here into Ohio, also Kentucky, I guess relative compared to where we're going, because as we move through the day, look at this, that moisture surges north into the afternoon. Now we're in the low to 60s here across Ohio, upper 60s now close to Cincinnati, mid 60s back across Indianapolis, and then with that juice in the atmosphere, will be unstable to fire off those severe storms. Now let's move ahead in time. Tuesday night, we'll keep the storms going here into Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, even West Virginia, maybe even down into Tennessee and Virginia at this point. Wednesday will be another story altogether. More storms firing up as this second system moves through. This one right here, I think, would be the widespread severe weather outbreak that I am going to be keeping an eye on, and I think you really need to if you are anywhere in this area. So a little bit further to the west, now we're talking about East Texas, Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, Illinois, and Indiana, once again, even Ohio. And look, just because the slight risk, you think, oh, it's just a yellow. It's just, right, 2 out of 5. Well, this is day 3. So as you have seen and as custom, this will get refined by the Storm Prediction Center. It wouldn't shock me if we see this get changed. And look further to the east, heading into Thursday, this will be moving toward the East Coast. So from New Jersey down to eastern Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, you got us to keep an eye on this, and also even back into Texas as we head into Thursday. Everything will start to change as we head into the weekend. We will see some cooler weather for the east. That still looks to be on tap. But again, over the next 48 hours or so, severe weather, that's the big story across the country. If you're in any of the areas we've highlighted, you want to stay weather aware. Again, have that weather radio, weather.gov. Keep abreast of what's going on. I'm on Twitter. You can follow me at WXTravis. I do try to send some updates, especially when I see these mesoscale discussions come out. So if you want to follow me there, I will keep you updated when I can. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Oh, and if you have not subscribed, please do. It helps the channel. Thanks for everyone who's done so. See you next time right here.